Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Aere Perennius. Today spawning on the left, we have Evildead as US forces. Going for Airborne. Dropped a machine gun down onto this point. Focus as the British forces. Unselected on the battle group. Sheep with Wehrmacht. Looks like it's Luftwaffe dropping onto the other side. And finally RA11. Also Wehrmacht going for breakthrough. In terms of rankings,
Get ready for action.
some pretty high ranks in this one. Evildead, rank 4, seems like a Smurf account. Focus 46. No, Focus is 6. Excuse me, I was looking at the US forces rank. Their Brit rank is 6. Against RA11, 5. And Sheep 16. So a very high ranking match. I got my names here. Yes, okay, good. Forgot to put allies and axis at the top. But it all worked out in terms of spawns.
Area secured. Set up and stand by.
So no real challenges for the fuels early on. Also put down a mine up here. Sheep really looking to lock down that fuel early on. It's not connected yet like the allies have though. Scouts, you know, with that capture rate bonus, able to connect up to this point rapidly. Now we're going to go for this strategic point.
We've been told where we're needed.
The downhill action from this machine gun. I don't know if it's been scouted on its positioning yet.
Order crew and tubes standing by.
MG facing this direction towards the section, but I'm going to get flanked by this rifleman because of that. Seems like not a lot of units from RA11 to start off. One Grenadier. Okay, here comes the other Grenadier. We're getting overwhelmed. Still not connected though. The far fuel for the Axis. MP40's popping on this Grenadier very fast.
The enemy is moving on our strategic point.
It's strong munitions control. There was a pretty fast triple cap on the muni points on the Axis. Seemed to be their focused target.
A strategic point is being claimed.
I think probably could have just stayed in the heavy cover to fight against the Royal Engineers there. Leaving cover kind of exposed themselves to a lot more damage from other sources. There was a slight misplay.
They've pushed us off a sector.
And the MP40 Grenadiers, they do have decent damage, you know, in mid-range. Fall off isn't too sharp since they only have 3 SMGs, 3 rifles. They're still high in model count. Not a huge deal though. Okay, looks like a shoe mine did trigger here on some more engineers, judging by the bodies left behind. And then capping up here, another shoe mine down. Platoon command coming up. Infantry support center for Evildead.
We're losing our capture point.
Ricky section here. Popping up a flare. So 3 sections, 2 engineers. Seems to be popular. So Alpin doing the same type with the Brits. He was rolling them into spamming the Crusader anti-air. It's more of a 1v1 strategy though, really. Sheep, 2 machine guns, 2 Ocean Pile. RA11, 2 MGs, 2 MP40 Greens. Did that mean Sheep had lost a pile already? It looks like it. Did I catch that on camera? I don't think I did.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
Bit of a rotation here.
Territory is being contested.
Axis struggling. The machine gun's not in good position to shut down this aggression. And they lost a lot of territory down this side during this really strong start from the Allies. Ricky sections dropping some artillery and a bit of mortar fire actually coming down onto that machine gun as well. Reserve barrage coming in.
Territory lost. sector lost.
Very slow,
No
that
contact.
artillery.
Reports
Saw
of
my
enemy
patch
movement near our
videos.
victory point.
Rifleman could jump into the
Sending our
building.
frontline forces some much-needed firepower.
Recce section probably could have got into heavy cover there.
We've lost the territory sector.
Rifleman popped their bars, which is going to help them here in this mid-range fight. But it looks like 5 windows, maybe 4. They decide to jump out. The mortar did get forced away, so they don't have assistance in that department. Wow, another squad of Fallschirmjägers. I think oftentimes with Fallschirmjägers, you kind of want one squad of Grenadiers just to merge into them, right? So I don't think I'd ever be going for 3 squads. Maybe he's going to go spam grenade launchers or something, I'm not sure. Infiltration grenades, but
Defend our
runs
victory
right
point.
past them,
We're
Evil
losing
Dead.
it.
And come and harass some territory. Got a Humber out on the field now for focus. And another side effect of having Grenadiers, no Fausts. Sits up with the AT gun, doesn't quite get a chance to fire in time though.
Control.
Spins around now for the Humber. Ooh! And small arms should be able to mop that up. Must have just been out of vision range of the AT gun there. That's the problem with the Humber. It's just so fragile. Takes a lot of damage from small arms. 1 AT gun shot and a little bit of small arms and that's it.
Shit! Enemy fighter! No! Contact! Capture point is being overrun.
Still allies in a commanding position in terms of territory control, but definitely slow down in momentum after losing the Humber. Machine gun jumps into this building here. I don't think this is the first time I've ever seen anybody use this building. And it comes good. Rifleman completely stopped in their tracks. Fallschirmjäger deployed by sheep.
Mines in place. Let the Perennius mark them later.
Let's have a look, seeing what he's up to. Rebuild on the Humber from focus, that's interesting. Big burst from the Fallschirmjäger.
Sector overrun. The enemy.
And look how slow they are starting up the retreat there. Seemed like they did a mini vault. Luckily the mine though, it might have saved the day. Suppression kicked in, stopped the chase. Browning looks like it got decrewed, but we'll recover it. Humber arriving. Ends up being quite late, the second Humber though. So has that AT gun to try and dodge.
We're losing a victory point.
Sherry's picking us apart!
Big retreats there, but the MG in the building shutting down those. Wow, I can't believe that squad got suppressed as well. We're on the further levels of zoom out. I was out of the AoE suppression zone there.
A victory point is being
Oh,
overrun.
LG40 dropped down over here by sheep. Oh, hits the mine with the Humber. Can the machine gun finish the job?
Trying to take a
Not
point.
quite. Humber surviving 4 HP. I think there would have been one more bullet from the MG42 penetrating rather. Would have done the job. The LG40's in hot pursuit. And he's actually going to drop, guessing another Fallschirmjäger out the back there.
Gurkha rifles.
Focus saving up for the Gurkhas, deploying those now.
The enemy
Humber
holds all
going
victory
up the
points.
hill away from the enemy. G40's running up the hill. Engineers could force them away though. I don't know if he's aware that
Losing
they
a
are chasing.
munitions point to enemy action.
Can't find it. It's a mine.
Rifle section ready!
Gonna get away though.
We're losing a strategic point to enemy action.
Fallschirmjäger gonna have the elevation disadvantage. So they're gonna try to close the distance here.
Cover his position! No fucking surrender!
Oh, here comes the second one though. Section's gotta get out of there. Have to be careful with the Humber as well. Fallschirmjäger,
Standing by
I believe, have 20 range on their Panzerfaust.
We're losing a strategic
Oh, they
point.
do. be assisting with the mine planting from distance. So yeah,
The enemy have taken
you
our
got to stay at range. I think it probably needs to be nerfed. Look at this.
The beggars are threatening a strategic
A cap in the centre, but the MG42 locking things down. Oh, does manage to complete the cap though before the pin come through on the second squad. Mortar barraging, but that's under pressure from the MP40s, has to get out of there. And there's actually a mortar pit up from Evildead as well. Don't see that too often, but in a cheeky little position. The elevation here. Did he hit the mine afterwards? Maybe another Faust he took. Not quite enough to kill though on this case. 10 HP. Humber cutting it fine once again.
victory point to enemy action.
Mortar pit about to be under some small arms damage.
Artillery barrage on the way.
Doesn't have as sturdy armor, these kind of emplacements, as they did in Company of Heroes 2. Small arms pings them quite a lot more. Ooh, the airburst there kicking in. Knocks out the MG42. I'll try to jump on it with these Falchion-Pyros, but cost him a squad to hold on to that. That's that buffed up airburst. Faster coming in, tougher to dodge. Way stronger. Dodge on the assault grenade.
Is being overrun.
But now hugely outnumbered. Mission accomplished though. The mortar pit is gone.
The enemy has claimed a sector.
Nice little attack down this side. A lot of territory decaptured and oof. Half-track call in here from RA11. Going down this side of the tree, so it's going to be a late tiger. Maybe. Looks like this is like a straight tick. No. Does have Pentagram to accompany up. Curious. Smoke out from the Humber, trying to take control of the center. Scouts dead over here to the MG42 and close. Looks like these guys from down the hill can actually attack ground, but they can't take return fire from the MG. Maybe they can now. They came slightly up the hill, being suppressed.
Commander, we've lost a sector.
It's a close battle. Squad running past here. MG's going to get decrewed.
Taking territory.
Overstaying its welcome. Strafe coming through. Doesn't hit too much. Most of the stuff dodged it clean. It's actually upgraded to a mid truck. I'm guessing this is Focus's airburst. Yep, here it comes. MG gets out of there though. Recovers that with the half track. Oof, a lot of artillery in the center though. Just has to retreat out of there. Same with the Stoss troop, and they're getting out. Sheep meanwhile. It's gone straight for the tank up. As a company. T-gun. Oh, connects at the same time as the Faust. Quick kill on that Humber. Getting hounded from both sides. LG40 coming in from the other end. Throwing out a grenade here. The airburst coming in from the mortar. Ooh! Looks like that's one of those zero health escapes. Can't check that anymore though. Can't select those units on retreat. Axis definitely having fighting back. Killing off that second Humber is a big deal. Went for a resource cache up here on the medium munitions. They are quite susceptible, these caches these days. They have lower armor than they had in Code 2, so we'll go down to small arms like the Fallschirmjäger. A lot more rapidly. So it's going to survive for now. Supply drop deployed as well by Evildead. We've got the faster reactions here. Looks like it's RA11. Still have a squad decapping all the way down into the corner though. Axis though are in control in that corner. And that's a really early retreat. Must be worried about getting wiped.
We've got what you need.
Friends on the Gurkhas as you would expect.
We're cleared for rocket strikes in our sector.
P-47s for Evildead. Focus has, of course,
Push the advantage.
the PL5.5 and he's actually produced one of those in the base sector again, as he can do. Paratroopers also deployed by Evildead.
Victory points are in our favor, Commander. The victory point is under enemy control now. We're pinned down.
Medium tank's got to be coming close.
We are losing the
The sheep, yeah, just about there for a P4. And that's the BL5.5 slamming down.
We have the upper hand. Keep pushing.
Get any kills there. I think it cleared off a mine, but a lot of scatter firing from this range. Not too far off the BL5.5, it's max range even. It's quite a long map. And another fighting position coming up here with the mortar pit upgrade. Not to get flanked by these Fallschirmjäger though. Probably got enough to defend this. Throws out a grenade. Strafe coming in though. A good dodge. Ooh. I think that squad avoided getting pinned because they were kind of already in the action of getting into the building. Seemed like the suppression didn't affect them. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and the mortar pits are being turned against the Fallschirmjäger here. He's got three of them. Here comes the Nebelwerfer though. So loud. Reverberations from that. Yeah, across the world.
Artillery barrage on the way.
Oh, there goes the machine gun. Retreats through the Nebelwerfer flames. Uji in a very aggressive position here. It has to be a misclick from Sheep, I think it is. Yep. Here comes the Panzer IV now, though.
Anti-tank crews are on standby for
Ooh,
orders.
wow, okay. 17-pounder deployed. I've seen one of those for a long time. Can deploy them now. I wonder if they have the same bug as the 88. I didn't actually test that. Did detect the mine there, but can't find the chance to sweep it safely. Panzer IV rolling up.
Bloody bad show.
Panzer IV probably wants to kill off some of these mortar pits. Speaking of mortars, this one getting decrewed by RA11. This one getting chopped up by all the small arms damage. Yeah, those bazooka paras. Don't know. Oh, there's that 17-pounder though. Quick to back away after taking one shot. I was wondering where the truck was, but here it is, not too far away. Determined to kill this off though. Could throw a satchel just to guarantee if he's got the munitions. 2 minis off. Clears this one off actually with a satchel. This one is just going to try to finish with the small arms damage. So a lot of manpower damage, knocking out all those mortar pits. Capping out on the edge while reinforcing. Oh, he's trying to come back into the center. Now the allies are actually down on VPs. Didn't quite knock out this fighting position in the center, but it doesn't look like it's got any upgrades anyway. It's not a huge deal. Straight finishes it off. Get some suppression in as well. The BL5.5 out the back. Seems like it hasn't been that impactful though. The Storm is 0 kills and damage. So much scatter. Burka's trying to do a cheeky move here inside the smoke. Oh, but a mine. Whose mine was that? Might have been a backfire. Luckily the suppression allows the escape. The Panzer IV a little bit slow. Potential chase was available there. Bit of time fuse action coming through from the mortar pit. 17 pounders in a very aggressive position. Barely has any defenses here. Could get overwhelmed and decrewed. He doesn't have munis for the airburst. He's close. 90 munitions is just about there.
A section of guards.
Let's have the truck there for the reinforce. Sprints away to safety here. Interesting. Gonna come back to the mid truck. Triple cap against the allies, and here comes the Nebelwerfer. Everything's all clumped up in this area. Picture perfect Nebel barrage. Somehow, oh, the recce section flares. Oh, look at that. Knocks out the mid half track. Great move there by Focus. And a recon loiter, I believe, dropped down by Evildead out the back. Looks like he used the P-47 rockets at one stage. Maybe forced away the Panzer IV, I'm not entirely sure. Mid concrete bunker up, covering the far VP, and the allies are in major trouble. Just not really very well prepared to handle the Panzer IV pressure. 17 pounder perhaps overextending as well. Good move here though, decrews the EMG. And maybe the bazookas can polish off that concrete bunker as well. Panzer IV though. Just complete lockdown in that area. Another mortar pit goes down. Maybe an overinvestment into all those mortar pits. Maybe another squad of bazooka paras would have been the way to go. Nearly finished off the MG42 bunker. Got enough for the P-47 planes. Quite a lot of resources for Evildead as well. Has not gone for tank depot. Hasn't ticked up at all. Got plenty of resources to do so though. Okay, here he goes now. Don't think it'll impact his vehicle timing by much, if at all. He's gone for munition surplus, advanced logistics and survival training. That's where all of his resources have gone. 17 pounder picked up. Can't move. Oh, here comes a mid half track. Fresh one. This range slightly favouring the bar rifleman. These guys though maybe lost vision. Came in a little bit too close. Threw a grenade. Safe retreats there. Bazookas coming in from the side, but a stolen M1919. Gonna get some suppression going. It is light cover. Might have had a chance to fire off 2 rounds of bazookas there. Panzer IV's rolling up the hill. Decrews the 17 pounder, maybe could recover this. The L5.5. Oh, it's up to Vet 1. 2 kills though. What's it been shooting at? Maybe it's been doing damage to the Panzers. Just cannot maintain control of this area though. The double machine guns just locking things down. Double satchel, and the second one's actually enough to one-shot a decrewed 17 pounder. That's interesting. Great P-47, so it knocks out one of the Panzer IVs. Combining up with the bazooka foot guards. They're not Vet 1 yet, otherwise they might be able to make use of that stun ability. Oh, I thought that would do it. 4 XP off. There it goes. Not going to get the chance for the kill though. Allies holding over here. 86 points left for the Allies though, and doesn't look like they've really got a hope of getting onto the centre. Or the northern BP, I suppose you call it. It's not hitting a lot. Yeah, 0 kills as always. A little cheap. Not particularly close to another Panzer IV. Looks like he deployed another squad of Fallschirmjäger at some stage, up to 3. RA11 meanwhile. Very close to the Tiger. In terms of resources, not in terms of command points though actually.
We have 75 points remaining.
Big grenade assault from the Stossstruppen. The machine gun holds strong over here. 67 points now.
Point is no longer under
Pushing
our
into the
control.
center. No real machine guns here. What was that? They tried to go. They tried to crew the weapon, but the infantry section got there first and stole it right from under his nose. So they're just retreating off the map after they failed. That's really funny. Didn't want to just jump back into the half track. Fallschirmjäger coming back in from the other side.
We're losing a territory.
B-47 restocked and ready.
Oh, bit of BL 5.5 action over here. Fallschirmjäger on the run. Second shell is really slow coming down. Looks like it connects with the building actually as well.
Commander, we've lost a sector.
Work out to the side. Paras need to dodge. Dead. So close to a tank now. T-gun getting polished off by the Panzer IV. He's upgraded that with the skirts now as well.
Victory point is under attack.
Is this the fresh Panzer IV? Maybe.
99 fighters
He's got the Vet 1 upgrade on them as well. Immediate Vet 1.
Rocket run incoming. Boom!
Is that rocket run off target? Didn't seem like the Panzer IV really dodged it.
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel point.
Okay, he's made some progress though on the far side, capping out to that edge as the Axis go for the center. So Allies not going to drain out too much. More mines coming up. Seems like a very common mine area up this hill. Okay, we've got a Hellcat on the field for Evildead and rolling that.
Fallen into enemy control.
So that is
One of our sectors is
what
now
are we
in
seeing in
enemy
production up there. Careful focus.
Damn the rockets. The enemy is winning.
He is going for a Matilda. Nearly Vet 2. Only 3 kills on the BL 5.5.
Damnation.
Doesn't feel like it's reached its potential in this match. I do wonder if building outside of the base would have been the better choice.
Available for orders.
Frontline report. The enemy has 75 points left.
Let's do the loiter here. How do frag bombs do against the emplacement? I don't really know. I've tested that. That'd be the only thing that could really kill it easily from the Axis if that was the case. It was good. That's the shoe line there.
This is our last stand. We only have
50 points. Popping up some smoke, popping up some flares. Here they go. But 3 MP40 Grenadiers. There's a machine gun right there. Loiter's coming in now. Do everything. BL 5.5. Look at the suppression from that Loiter. Now here comes the Matilda now. Still draining during this. The suppression keeping that squad pinned down from the Loiter. As Fallschirmjäger rotation into the center now as well. Matilda's backed all the way out, worried about the damage from the planes, but I don't think they've got the luxury of waiting here. Oh my. Nebelwerfer. Crazy. P-47 rockets. Good damage to the Panzer IV. Not enough to really finish it off though. And now we've got all these vetted up Fallschirmjäger in the center. Hellcat's going speeding down the road, hoping to knock out the P4, but just missing every single one of its shots. Bad showing there from the Hellcat, now getting Fausted. And that seems like that'll do for the Allies. What a turnaround. Strong start from the Allies, but didn't have the answer to the mediums.
Territory lost.
The 17-pounder didn't really do too much. Maybe an overinvestment into mortar pits from Evildead. And yeah, Axis taking it in the late game. BL 5.5 didn't have enough of an impact perhaps either. And I don't know, I think these guys are random teams. I'm not 100% sure on that, but the fact that both allies went for like kind of more infantry-based builds. It's a bit of a problem. I think one of them had to go for tanks.
We've lost the weapon
Both of them
crew.
kind of going for
All
infantry
dead.
and no vehicles.
Hellcat has
Didn't
been
work out
wrecked.
too well.
We've taken a beating. Pull back for now.
GG. Axis. Wow, what a turnaround. It's looking a bit grim for them in terms of territory early on, but yeah, well played. They dug in late game. Very strong territory control. Good use of the half tracks for reinforcement and healing. Just chopped up the allies. I think the allies also missing mines. I don't think we saw too many of those down overall. Maybe a few from the Brit player early on, but that seemed to have fallen off a bit. But yeah, as I said, I think it was just like a bit of a composition issue. US player investing everything into infantry, and then says, yeah, just no tanks, nothing to meet the Panzer IVs at their super fast timing from all the tech skipping. Oh well, GG. Yeah, good turnaround here from the Axis. Well played. Oh, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like what can be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.